This first silver hammer goes to the town of Shrewsbury and Lamoureux Pagano Associates architects for their work on the Shrewsbury Public Library. Challenged by, or with wanting to keep the library in a historic 117-year-old building while also offering the community a state-of-the-art contemporary facility, the town embarked on a multi-year renovation project. Enlisting the help of Worcester-based Lamoureux Pagano Associates architects, beginning in 2013, they set out to restore the building and demolish prior additions. The end goal was to create new space which would both honor the history of the building and accommodate current and future needs. And if you had a chance to check it out since, you know the team of Lamoureux Pagano did just that. Today, the Main Street Library is fully accessible with all spaces for a learning center for technology, public computer stations, group study, a multi-purpose meeting room in common areas, and a climate-controlled local history room. Mechanical, plumbing, and electrical systems were all replaced entirely with new efficient energy systems. They also installed a brand new automated materials handling system, which tracks and sorts library products. 50 new parking spaces and an outdoor children's courtyard were added, as were new lighting fixtures and utilities. Following these significant upgrades in a 32,000 square foot addition to meet the community needs, the newly restored library reopened to the public in 2016. And it's evident the $23 million of renovations are paying off, judging by the roughly 1,000 visitors a day prior to the coronavirus pandemic recent shutdowns and crowd restrictions. While the library is currently closed to the public for browsing due to the virus and COVID-19 guidelines, we eagerly await the day that it'll be back open and patrons can use it as a resourceful hub and community learning center that it's been since 1903. So on behalf of the Chamber, it is my pleasure to present this Silver Hammer Award for a job well done to the reimagined Shrewsbury Public Library. Here to say a few words about the project is Katie Crockett, President, Lamoureux Pagano Associates Architects.
I am so pleased to accept this recognition for our firm and the entire design team. Kudos to the Chamber for putting a spotlight on our region's architectural past and future through the Silver Hammer Award. While I was part of the library project team, the key members included former President Mike Pagano and architects Eric Moore and Bill Senecal. Located in the center of historic Shrewsbury, our design was carefully developed to celebrate the historic 1903 building while integrating a 21st century addition that was about 5 times larger. Early in our design process, there was much discussion about the relevance of libraries as print materials were diminishing in importance. Then Library Director Ellen Dolan and her team could visualize the importance of a contemporary library as a collaborative information hub, not only with books, but with technical connections that bring the entire world to Shrewsbury. Andrew Carnegie once said, "A library outranks any other thing a community can do to benefit its people. It is a never-failing spring in the desert." This quote seems particularly relevant to the Shrewsbury Public Library, even a century later. As our firm celebrates our 50th anniversary, it is especially poignant for us to receive this recognition. In so many respects, the Shrewsbury Public Library represents what we like doing best. Innovative design honoring our region's cultural heritage, partnering with a progressive community, and having a role in an important public building designed to encourage community connections, exploration, and aspirational thinking. Thank you.
Katie, that's great. Thank you very much. Now, I'd like to ask Ellen Dolan, the library's former director, to make a few remarks. And with her, if we can bring up on the screen, is Priya, who's going to show the award.
Yes. Thank you, Bob, and thank you to the corridor for this amazing award. I'm so glad as retired library director that I am able to be here today to personally congratulate LPA for receiving the Silver Hammer Award along with the library. You know, when library and town officials contracted with LPA back in 2013 to remodel and expand our building, we gave them a number of challenges to overcome. There were structural issues, there were a complicated site, the form no longer matched the function of a library, and the list went on and on. But the most important thing that we asked Lamoureux Pagano to do was to give certain respect and careful respect to the historic 1903 Jubal Howe building. We asked that they remember that the community loved this building and that they were careful in design of it. We also asked them to fully integrate whatever they brought as a new addition to the building into the 1903 building so that functionally and aesthetically it worked together. And finally, we told them that not only did we want it to be beautiful, we wanted it to be a fully functional, modern public library for library users. And we think LPA knocked it out of the park with their design. They met and exceeded all the goals, and their work has been recognized beyond the library users who make good use of the library. It has also been recognized by community members, by town officials, and so forth. Recently, in the 2019 Town Center study that was commissioned by the town to look at the development of the town center, the library building was held up as an example of how a historic building can be united with a modern design. And they suggested in that study that this would be a good example for all future work in the town center. So I think that LPA's immensely successful design and their strikingly beautiful building have much to do with what's percolating in the town center in Shrewsbury. And so on behalf of the Shrewsbury Public Library, I'm very honored to accept this and also have the opportunity to thank Katie and her team and all the folks at LPA. Thank you.
Thank you, Ellen. And this is a great shot that we're looking at of the library.
It is. It's beautiful.
So, Katie and Ellen, congratulations on this beautifully restored library. Thank you very much.
Thank you.